Shalom, shalom, Yasharallah. This is Bishop Sakwaran. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashum, Yahweh Shai Bahashum, Racha Kwadash, whom I worship, and double honors to my other apostles of Great Millstone, all right, who taught me this word in sincerity and in truth, and who rule well. This is just like breaking news. This is I'm just like laying backing off of the YouTube channel, Third Face of Moon. Third Face of Moon. These are the cousins brothers. All right, I believe they're Native American Indians. I believe that they are our people. But needless to say, and all that aside, they're always bringing out the latest when it comes to UFO sightings. We all know in the Hebrew Israelite community that these are the chariots of Israel, the clouds of heaven, the glory of the Most High, the vehicles that the angels travel in. So he brought, now there's two of them. There's like a group of them here that are with the Third Phase of Moon, their platform, but this one here caught my eye because pretty much they captured an angel on top of a building. So I'm gonna bring it out, and you already know that this you could put your comments on the comment board, and you can give your thoughts on it. I believe that they captured an actual angel. And at one point, like there was like a lightning or something that struck, and it kind of showed like like an afro on the angel, and so just keep an open mind on it. Gonna play it for y'all, and you know what I'm saying, and just to show you that the angels are always around, man. Okay, they're always there. You may not see them, because our weak eyes, okay, can only see but so much. That's the way the Heavenly Father created us, okay? All right, so let's go.
Some people might call it bizarro. Some people might call it strange. I think any adjective is on the table right now. Right, more videos just into Third Phase of Moon. A strange, shadowy figure captured during a rainstorm just sitting on top of the building. This is freaky as heck. All right, if I were driving at night and I came to a stoplight and it was dark and stormy, and I look at something just off in the distance sitting on top of this home, I would be freaking out. Is this some kind of a huge humanoid? The thing's got to be at least 15 feet tall. Yeah, Blake, look at that. This thing's freaky. The lightning just struck and it illuminated the shadow, whatever it is. It's some sort of, black kind of cloaked humanoid. And this thing's huge. It's just standing straight up, tall, and seems to be observing the neighborhood. Look at that. As soon as the lightning strikes hit, it basically showcases this strange figure. Yeah, I like it when that lightning strikes. You can see the silhouette of this humanoid figure just standing there, right there as the flash, you see it. I don't know. I'm going to ask you, if you saw this on somebody's home and it was a stranger, you didn't know who they were, would you go on there, knock on their door and say, hey, look, there's something going on? I think if I were driving, I would just feel that I would have to go and knock on that person's door, whoever owns the house. There's something up there. Maybe call the police. I don't know. This thing, it doesn't belong there, in my opinion. Let's get a...
First of all, the police the police won't be able to do a damn thing with this. This is an angel, okay, that you captured. And what's happening is the angels are showing themselves more. More than likely, this angel, above him is what is known as a UFO. You know, I like to call him a fathership, hovering above, and he was sent down there for a certain mission. Okay, angels are also known as the mighty ones of the Heavenly Father. You know, and they're set down to do a particular mission. There's nothing that cops. There's videos of cops that encountered UFOs, and they approached the UFO and they encountered like an abduction. And they got the same, and it's always the same kind of story. It's like if they're Edomites, they got abducted, and you know these so-called aliens had them on some kind of in some kind of operation room, and they were doing all kind of crazy tests on them, sticking needles in their eye and in their bodies and stuff like that. That ain't nothing but the angels torturing y'all. Okay. So, but you never hear of our people. You never hear of abductions of so these so-called aliens taking up black people, Mexican people, Native American Indian people, Puerto Ricans, Colombians, Uruguayans, Brazilians, any of our people that we always say that are of our people from North, Central, and South America, and within the Caribbean. You never hear of those strange occurrences and operations being done to our people when they encounter these so-called UFOs. You know what I'm saying? So it's always these Edomites that get caught up. So showing you that was, you know, what's happening is that the Lord is plaguing these Edomites, man. Okay, so now what I'm gonna finish this out, and like I said, you know, you could put your comments below. You're always welcome. You're always welcome to put your comments below, and you know, obviously put scriptures also up. And this is beautiful, man. It's just go to show you that the angels are always around us, man. You know, always there watching. That's a watcher. Okay, and he's on top of a building. You know, they said that this figure here was almost 16 feet tall. Sounds right. Sounds about right. Okay, because the angels are tall, strong, and powerful. You know. So let's go on.
Close up. Is it moving? I'm having a hard time, or is it just static there? Is there any subtle movements as we get a close up? Yeah, but like this is a recent sighting.
Yeah, well, yeah, oh no, that's an angel. That's an angel, man. And he's not, you know, like a real soul. Remember, the angels of the Heavenly Father are soldiers. Okay, they're very disciplined. You know, they are the top, the elite. You know what I'm saying. And who's to say if this is Michael? You know. Who's to say? Well, it won't be Michael, because if Michael comes down, which, you know, that's Yahweh Shai's right-hand man. If Michael was to come down, there will be hell. Okay? Because he's an angel set for just war. Okay? So I don't think that's Michael, but that's definitely got to be an angel. You know, this is like something out of the I don't know if you young brothers and sisters know about the series that is known as The Twilight Zone. This is like something straight out of The Twilight Zone, man. You know, if y'all don't know about it, I implore you to check it out, man. On Prime Video or Netflix or YouTube, whatever. Okay, but they get Ron Sterling was the producer director of the Twilight Zone, and his mind was sharp. Now I don't know. I believe he's like a so called small hat, but he could be one of our people because the dude was just bright, and I learned about him through the apostles, the apostles, Apostle Tahar, and primarily from the Apostle Tahar and Apostle Gabar. They were heavily into those episodes and series that kind of trigger your mind, of wisdom and knowledge and stuff. So if you get a chance, just check it out for yourself. You know what I mean? But do it with a mind of being in the faith. Every time when you see a movie, an episode, or anything, you should see it with an open mind within the faith. Okay, contrasting it with the Holy Scriptures, of course. Right? All right, so let's go.
From Mexico. Again, there's some strangeness going on over there. We have cryptids, we have UFOs. Now we're looking at this dark, shadowy.
Now he said from Mexico. Now who's in Mexico? Well, the children of Israel are in Mexico. Okay, one of the tribes of the nation of Israel is in Mexico. Now, what tribe is that? Okay, y'all put it on the comment board. Put it on the comment board, right?
Cloaked figure just kind of observing the area. This thing's creepy as all heck. Look, you can see right there below his knees. It almost cuts off. Like you don't see its feet touching the ground. It's almost as if.
Yeah, well, it's an angel. More than likely, he's hovering. He's hovering over the building. You know what I'm saying? So that should let you know that it's not a actual human, a man of the earth. It's an angelic force, an angelic being. Okay.
Or levitating. Is this something paranormal? It's just hovering there. And again, no explanation to what it could be. I would like to see in the daytime a side-by-side comparison.
The word to hover in the Hebrew is marakapath. Marakapath. That's also the word in the Hebrew for chariot. I believe it's marakab. But to hover is marakapath. That's when you go to Genesis, the first chapter. It says that the powers, meaning Yahweh Shai and the angels, they hovered over what was supposed to be the earth, over the elements, and they hovered over what was supposed to be the earth, and they put together the elements to create the earth and everything within it and around it. Marakapath, so that you can understand it means to hover. Okay.
But what's going on in Mexico right now? Jaime Maussan with the Boogosphere, the mummies, the Peruvian mummies, and now we have this scary as heck figure, a humanoid, standing 15, maybe 17 feet tall. This is crazy stuff right here at Third Phase of Moon. Spooky as all heck.
A 17 feet tall angel, and that's what they say. That's what they saying. That could have been way more than 17 feet. It could have been 25 feet, 27 feet. Okay. Yeah, man. So this is a spiritual. This is what I'm saying when we say keep an eye out and look for for things. This is what I'm talking. Follow this channel. Third phase of moon. I always call it third phase of the moon. I don't know why, but follow these videos, man. They bring out spiritual things about the chariots, about the fatherships, about the spaceships, and spiritual things like this. Look, they captured an angel. They don't know. I'm sure that in the back of their mind, they're like, "Oh, this is what the Hebrew." Yeah, because they be watching us. A lot of these channels be watching us. Okay, they're like, "Oh, this is what the Hebrew Israelites be talking about," but they won't say it in public. But in the back of their mind, they're like, "Oh man, these Hebrew Israelites, what they like to call us is black Hebrew Israelites, which we are not black Hebrew Israelites. Okay, Hebrew Israelites could come in any color. All right, it's all about the spirit. But they'll say, "Oh, we watch their videos and they talk about these things, and now they encountering them." See, and now they're saying, "Well, these guys are not as crazy as we thought." Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So this is beautiful, man. Anyway, brothers, sisters, share this, make videos on it. If you make videos on it, send the video to me so I can check it out too.
Yeah, I think I'd be calling the cops on this one, saying there's something disturbing on top of a rooftop and it shouldn't be there, and it's menacing as all hell. All right, more footage distant to third phase of moon. Take a look at this.
Alright, I'm gonna end it there. Shalom. Shalom. Share the hell out of this video, man. That was a mighty angel caught right there. They were scared. They didn't know how to, identify it. But we in the faith are able to. That was a mighty angel. That was a mighty angel on top of a roof. Okay? Shalom to the next one.